Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, Nick the Gardener. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the greenhouse and the back garden today, and a quick update on all the vegetables I'm growing in various competitions. So we'll have a look at the SSPC first. I've just potted on one cutting, so I've got a total of 12 cuttings now, with the 4 main plants to make a total of 16. So might be able to get 1 or 2 more cuttings rooted indoors, maybe 3, but well, we're not looking that good at the moment. We're covered in green fly and stuff, so they're struggling, but 16 plants isn't too bad from 1 potato. I'll give you a little look. Yeah, so this is a little one I've just potted on. It had just 1 root coming out of it, but better off in the soil there and out in the sun. These are the ones I did first of all, and they're pretty much ready to be planted out. So I'll do that this weekend, get 2 of the cauldrons filled and pop 6 in each. I mean, if I do get any more rooted, then I can just pop them in around the edges or something. The main SSPC, they're going mental. They're massive. There's only 4 plants in these 2 containers, but because of taking cuttings from them, they've obviously all bushed out quite a lot. But it seems to have given them more vigour, so hopefully, you know, there should be some decent sized spuds in there. The carrot competition for Jimmy at plot 41B. Now the carrots down here, they seem to be doing a lot better than my little carrot up the top there. Yeah, I don't know, but hopefully I'm going to get a decent sized carrot out there. I started the competition pretty late, so I was a bit unprepared for it all, and this is the sort of Heath Robinson slung together at the last minute. But if Jimmy's going to run the competition again next year, I'm going to do a better effort. And also with Pete for giant onions as well. So these are no lights, they're very small, these 2. These are the ones trimmed some of the leaves and the roots just to see what would happen. And to be fair, the one that was not trimmed is slightly bigger, but the one that was trimmed is catching up a bit now, and that's probably just because I haven't trimmed any of the leaves off again. But my biggest one is this one just here. This is the outdoor no lights onion, and yeah, I measured it the other day and it was exactly 10 inches, so it's not done too bad considering it was only planted in about March time, I think. Yeah, I'll have to double check, but I'm sure it was March. But yeah, we had so much rain yesterday, all my tubs were all filled with water, and I took it into the greenhouse to empty the tub out with the onions still in the tub. For whatever reason, I don't know why I didn't take it out, but I managed to bend a couple of the leaves when I was doing it, so I was a bit gutted. So, but yeah, it's done quite well. 10 inches since it's planted in March. My seed for onions, which I'm collecting, they've all been pollinated, and they should all start to fatten up and close up soon, so I can save some of those seed. The dahlia here, the purple gem, doing alright. Kept toppling over in the wind because it's a bit top heavy. Because it's been so dry, the pot was quite light. You can see a bit of a compost on the decking there. But like I say, we had so much rain yesterday, but everything's been properly watered. Doing really well. Got some lily of the valley for a customer there. One customer, because it spreads so much, he always goes to the front of her bed and she's always getting me to dig it out. And another customer asked me if I could get some for her. So there's quite a bit in there for one of my customers. I'm gonna have to go through the peas now. Well, not now, but soon. And they're all dried, and see what's left on here. There's a few in there, so I should be able to plant them again and hopefully save some seeds off the next crop. The peas, they all started getting in pods and stuff like that, so I trimmed all them off the other day, after I saw Pete's video about the sweet peas and maintenance with them and stuff. I mean, I need to trim them off anyway, but it's always good to have a bit of a kick at the backside, isn't it? So yeah, they should all start flowering again soon. They started to put buds out again. The potatoes here, one's in shop for compost, one's in 100% cocoa coir, and one's in my compost with 50-50 mix of leaf mould. So far, my one's doing best, I think. It's the most greenest and still got the most life in it, where the other two are flopping over a bit and maybe not so green. But the cocoa coir, you know, has done very well, way above my expectations really. So I'll be interested to see how many potatoes are being able to grow in cocoa coir. So if you want to see that, don't forget to subscribe, because that's going to be one of the videos coming up quite soon. Like I say, we had lots of water yesterday. This big drip tray was half full, so I managed to empty it into the potatoes, which is why they've still got some water in the tray down there and that. I emptied it out last night into there, and that's the water what we had overnight, so we had quite a good few downpours. The agapanthus, this is the blue one, so I'm glad that this is still alive, because it didn't flower last year, only the white ones flowered. So I was worried that one had died off, but yeah, it's completely pot bound in there, so why there's only one flower. So I'm going to have to empty that out sometime over winter when it's died down, and try and separate them out a bit. Maybe put them into 2 or 3 pots, or pop them in the garden somewhere as well as popping them back in the pot. Or maybe just trying to get it into a bigger container, give it some more nutrients. The can of worms then, this has been going for a little while now. I'm just going to empty the leachate, because I'm sure there's plenty in there after all this rain we've had. A bit of free nutrients there for the plants. So it's probably going to be easily a litre in there. I'll try not to forget to turn it off this time. I've got one worm on the lid, but I have to turn it off now. So yeah, there were quite a lot of worms in here, just below here. So they all seem to be quite fighting in here. When I started it, I used mainly leaf mould and compost siftings as a bedding material for them. When I've just been adding kitchen scraps and bits of cardboard and what have you. And every now and again give them a little bit of eggshell grit. That's just to help the gizzards, so I haven't got no teeth. But I do need to get in here and have a look at the bottom layer and just see if it's ready to be harvested. So I'm going to be doing that in the next week or so. Hopefully this layer will be pretty much ready to go. Just turn that back on again. But yeah, get some costings out of here, get them to dry a bit, and then yeah, try and get the worms out first actually. I'll probably put that back on top and agitate it with a little trowel. Try and get the worms to travel back down into this one, and then we can put this in a bag, just dry it out, and then sift it at a later date. So we'll have a quick look up at the potatoes and the brassica cage here. So the Brussels sprout is doing okay. The little seedlings down here, I'm going to have to plant them out at the allotment, I think. So I popped another one in just down there. That's doing okay. But I might be able to take this cabbage out soon, because I think this is pretty much done in there. I don't know if you can see it very well with the light. But yeah, I don't want that one to blow or start to go to seed or whatever. Looks like I've got a side shoot on the broccoli just about ready again. That's looking pretty good. Well, the potatoes have all been really well watered now. The courgette in here has turned green, and we've actually got a little 8-ball on there, which is going to be ready in a few days, I would imagine. But I definitely know that there's potatoes under here anyway. I don't know if you can see this, but the cardboard here is lifted right up. I don't know if you can tell better on that one just there. But yeah, the potatoes are pushing up all the soil. So the potatoes what I harvested last week, and the spare compost I've got, just down there in one of them containers. I might just have to go around and sort of top up around here where the soil's cracking, because some of the potatoes are starting to be exposed to the sun. And I don't want them to go green. Well, I don't mind if some of them go green, but I don't want loads of them going green. It's not very good for you when it go green. It's called solanine, and yeah, it gives you a bit of a dodgy stomach at times if you eat too much of it. So hydrangea, it's just starting to flower. It's not looking that great just yet, but hopefully it will perk up now I've had all this rain. Looks like the hollyhock is going to flower soon, and the eryngium, the sea holly, that's all doing really well. The hoverflies and all the pollinators love this. In fact, I've got Achillea midifolium just here, and there's quite a few hoverflies and what have you on that. At the start of the show at the moment, the Verbena bonariensis. Now this is really good for attracting cabbage white butterflies. So if you've got a nice brassica bed, plant this somewhere at the opposite end of where the brassica bed is, and this will attract all your cabbage white butterflies over to it. Managed to keep most of the plants alive during the drought. Looks like the white echinacea is going to flower soon. Put a calendula in here and some nasturtiums and stuff. The albresia is definitely taking root now. That's doing well. The red marigolds, some LED. I'll pop those in here as well. There's one there, and there's one just about to flower just here. That's quite a nice red on those marigolds. Can't remember what this is called off the top of my head, but this looks like it's going to flower soon. And I will need to chop back the dogwood at some point. It's got out of shape. It's going to start getting too big if I don't keep it under control. So this water butt here was completely filled with water up to the brim, so I had to just empty a little bit with the watering can. But yeah, I'm glad that both the water butts are pretty much filled. I was starting to use too much water really. So alright, we'll have a look in the greenhouse, which is doing absolutely brilliantly. Couldn't have wished for it to be any better, to be honest. Well, maybe some more bigger melons. So right, we'll start in this corner here then. So this Minnesota midget melon hasn't actually got any melons growing on it yet, but it's caught up with the other one just about. It's almost as tall now, look. Doing quite well. But I'm not surprised this one's caught up because it's not got no melons on it. So hopefully one of these should get pollinated soon. And yeah, cause so far, I mean that one hasn't been pollinated either, has it? I thought I'd hand pollinated some, but I think Manda said that if you do hand pollination with a flower, you only can do 2, and I did 2 on this one. So far, this is the first melon I've got, which probably won't take long to be ready because it ain't that big, and it's been on there for quite a while. But I'm happy to say I've got another 1, 2, 3, 4 on there so far. Maybe 5 if that one gets pollinated. I should hand pollinate that one really. So they're doing really well. The bush beans here, I'm probably going to have to give them a little bit of support just to keep them off the wood chip path. But they've got flowers on now, they're doing pretty well. Snacking cucumbers, wow, they're going mental. I'm going to have to harvest. I mean, that's a bit too big, this one really, but that's a decent size, isn't it? Look at that. Now I think I've got to harvest some more. I think there's another one, there's another couple somewhere. Yeah, I mean this market more 76 here. Oh, I don't know if I can, let me get the snips of that one. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Right, I might just have to hold you cack-handed a minute. Oh, there we go. That one's got that off. So that's a beauty. Not very long, but nice and fat. Right, we've got another cucumber here. Look. This is another munching one. I think this one's Beth Alpha or Diva. So getting a decent harvest from them anyway. Let me just check if there's any more down there. No, there's no more there. There's another one on this one, another big one. So that's a bit too big as well really for a snack cucumber. Yeah. Right, is there any more? They're growing so quick. I'm going to have another couple, oh actually 3 here, isn't there? I mean they're probably more the sort of size for snacks. So I'm going to see meadow tomorrow, so I'm probably going to pick that one as well because that's a bit bigger. I'll take these over for meadow tomorrow. And then I've still got another one coming there, and she's going to stay over at weekend as well. So yeah, everything's going really well in here. Oh, there's another big cucumber there that I'll leave that till tomorrow. The cucamelons, right, well I think someone said they don't have to go soft, they just have to go quite plump. Let's try one. Quite hard and crunchy. And they're quite zesty. Yeah. Not too bad, but I don't really like them that much. I don't really like limey, zesty things really. That's a bit of a shame. But yeah. Won't be trying them again. I have to wash it down with a sun gold or something, I think. Yeah, one of these nice juicy sun golds. No, delicious. Oh yeah. Alright, so got some Pongo bush beans coming. They won't be too long, leave them another few days to fatten up a little bit. I've got some more on this one over here, and I've had to hang that one over the cucumber because there's some dangling down there touching the soil. Right, anything else in here? Oh, right, yeah. The peppers. So, try and stand back a bit so you can get these all in. But 2 Carolina Reapers. They've pretty much caught each other up now. And this one has got some flowers on it. So hopefully these will be pollinated soon. I don't know if you can tap these like that like you can with tomatoes to give them a little bit of help in pollination. But yeah, I can't wait to try one of these. I know they're going to be art, but I'm looking forward to it. I have a bishop's crown next to it. Yeah, so Elaine did get back to me and she said that they're chillies. And I think Ali D Ben said that they're like 5 to 30,000 Scovilles, something like that. So I'd be looking forward to trying one of these. They're a bit weird looking, aren't they? But I've got a couple on, well, a few on there actually, look. Doing really well. And this Armageddon has also got some flowers on it now, opening. I did notice that there's quite a few ants on here. And I was looking under the leaves, and I found some of these like little red, I don't know what they are, they're not spider mite, they're some sort of green fly or something. They're red. So anyway, I found a couple of ladybirds outside in my garden, and I popped them on the leaves, and they were quite happy to start munching on them little bugs. I'll pop a little clip of it in here. yeah, so I put 2 ladybirds in here, and honestly, within an hour we'd cleared up most of them, but I don't know if they're still in there, the ladybirds. They're probably thrown out somewhere. But they're doing really well, so thanks Elaine from Allotment Joy for those. Yeah, please check all the channels I've mentioned. All the links to all the channels are in the description. Great channels, and yeah, we're running some great competitions this year. So good luck to everyone else who's in the competition, and please give me a thumbs up or thumbs down for the little tour, and if you've got any questions, pop it in the comments. Consider subscribing and ring the bell notification so you don't miss another video. Like I say, I'm going to be harvesting those potatoes soon, which I'm quite looking forward to, the ones in the cocoa coir. It's going to be quite interesting to see the results of that. And if you're interested in worms and you want to subscribe so you don't miss me checking out the worm bin, then like I say, hit the subscribe button. Have a good day everyone, and see you soon.